You know, so much of the contentions from the new apostate atheists, and they're just falling left and right. I could give you several of the names that once held evidently prominent positions in Christianity, whether they be in contemporary Christian music, the CCM movement, or whatever they may be, because they were high profile. They tend to have a greater significance amongst Christians who are questioning their faith. And it has never ceased to amaze me since I have been exposed to the Reformation and the Reformed thought process that is, for the most part, totally ignored by anyone who now stands against Christianity, who claims to have once been Christians. The abysmal ignorance, and I'm sorry if you consider that to be some kind of an insult to your intelligence and whatever. The abysmal ignorance regarding what the developments that led up to the actual era that we define as the Reformation. Late 16th century at minimum, all the way up through now what we refer to as the post-Reformation age of the 1800s, where the beginning of the Enlightenment started to take place. The men who were the driving factors for the Westminster Confession of Faith and what later became known as the 1599 London Baptist Confession of Faith, but especially Westminster. Presbyterian at its nature. These men, I defy you. I defy you to find men of greater stature that even you, Mr. Apostate Atheist, must admit were the paragons of virtue in a society, forming the highest values that mankind can achieve. These men were it. You would do well yourself to say, oh, that I might be of such character as these men in my apostate life, for the advancement of atheism, for the advancement of secularism, for the advancement of humanism. That these men were for the advancement of the Christian faith. I defy you. And I'm going to work man by man as much as we can possibly know about their individual lives, I am going to present them before you. And dare you to find fault with them other than your your common disdain of saying, well, they're just deluded and mythology believing, and of course they believe this and that. No. We are talking about quality of life. We are talking about men who conducted themselves in such a manner as to promote the best of humanity. In your humanism, in your secular humanism, you ought to be applauding them, saying, way to go, this is what we believe too. But oh no, because they were Christians and they would not fall prey to these societal diabolical whims that you may promote, that all men, it doesn't matter what you may decide for yourself that you may do, we will support you out of our magnanimity. They at least had the courage, had the guts, had the nuts to say that will not survive in a society. You can't say that. You think that's how society thrives. It's how we thrive. It's how we survive, is to let each individual have their own way about them. And, we in our magnanimity, we will support you. No, they saw the detrimental nature of things and were able to stand against them. What do you stand against? You don't stand against anything except the virtues of Christianity. But you pervert them to the point where what is established as Christian virtues you no longer allow for. And you present them in such a way that they no longer have the meaning that they were once intended for. Well, these men, the Westminster divines, they understood. They were able to expound upon them. They were able to exegete Scripture where you are absolutely, abjectly incapable of. They were able to exegete Scripture and say, here is how society ought to function. The Westminster divines. In your face. I defy you to find a better group of men to represent a society